Let's go to Lagos now, and start. My colleague Gimba has a question for you.
Well, Mr. Mohammed, I'm really curious about your party and its intentions, because we had this scenario in Benue State, and it took the Ohanize to visit Benue State first before we saw a gathering of APC governors to make that visit to Benue. Wouldn't you say that by conclusion, people would think that the APC is not really living up to its game in this regard?
Yeah, thank you very much, Gimba. Yes, people could say that. That is because of Ohanize visited the place before APC governors went there, and I believe that that really is something that maybe if they had done it quicker, it would. But the truth is, for me, is it about the visits there, or is it about solving the problem? I think that is what is most key. And again, like I keep saying, we keep touching whatever and not really the main crop of it. Visiting, going to condole is fantastic. It is very good. But there are quite a number of ways that can be done. But I think what is most important today is we want to end this. We want solutions towards ending this problem. That is just the bottom line. So they were there, they went there before this. I think if they had gone earlier, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. Even if the leadership of Benue had not visited the president, I would want to believe probably the president would also have visited the place. Because from my own understanding, in my own personal capacity, I was made to understand that they requested for that audience with Mr. President. You know, so the issue of who visits who, I think, is not it. But I think what is clear is to all Nigerians today, not just in Benue, all Nigerians, is we just want this thing to be put to sleep completely. We cannot move towards the development that we want without peace and stability. And that is what
let me come in again, because even though you're saying that it doesn't really matter who makes the visits first, but it will bring about that political angle to it to see whether people are really in tandem with what the APC government is doing. But that aside, when you made the submissions that we need more intelligence, how much more of an intelligence do you need? If you let me just land on this. How much more of an intelligence do you need when the DSS, who in the Magu case made 2 submissions of 2 letters to the Senate, and the Senate took it very seriously, how much more of intelligence and seriousness do you think we can handle in this country when the DSS comes out to say that ISIS is infiltrating this country and we are under siege and we're taking things so with liberty? Is the APC government going to rise to this submission by the DSS that Nigeria has got militant groups, militias and ISIS attacking us at this time?
Yeah, clearly, the report from the DSS, like I said, it's really a step in the right direction, because it clearly shows we have now started in terms of the real effective intelligence. There's a whole lot more that can be done, but we have started. But if you would really look at it as saying, painting that picture, I think we really are not getting it. Something has happened. We have intelligence. We now need to understand what policy or what to put in place to be able to fix it. And I think this meeting of the whole ECOWAS region being put together by all stakeholders to come together to really understand what is it. Is it from policing? Is it from our borders? What is happening to stop these people that are coming into Nigeria to cause this havoc? Yes, it is a very, very serious problem. Nobody likes it, but I think we need to really all come together and find a lasting solution to this.
Still talking about solutions, though, did we get it wrong when the Sultan of Sokoto repeatedly, at different times, said that these attacks were not carried out by Fulani herdsmen, but by, what did he put it? He put it as foreigners coming in to invade us. Did we miss it at that point to ensure that we're able to solve these problems and we give solutions on ways to go about it?
Well, with regards to what the Sultan said, and with the report now coming out, it clearly shows that it's really true that people are really having access into coming into Nigeria to cause havoc. That, for me, I think is clear because, like I even said here from the beginning, that it doesn't make sense. People slaughtering, who are these? I mean, it just, if you look at the whole thing, it does not make sense. So it means some people are coming in to do certain things. Now, what the Sultan said, what the DSS is saying, is clearly telling us that something is happening. People are coming in, and we need to address it, and address it like yesterday. That is a fact.
One of the very interesting things, Mr. Mohammed, is that when we've looked at the various perspectives, particularly amongst state governors on this issue, most of the affected governors, with the exception of maybe Taraba, come from one party, your party, the APC. And between them, there have been various public disagreements. We saw it with the Plateau State Governor and the Benue State Governor. We saw it with the Nasarawa State Governor and the Benue State Governor. The question I want to ask you is there a level of a lack, if you will, of coordination on this issue that may be exacerbating this crisis? Because, you know, my colleague Gimba mentioned the issue of DSS and their credibility and things of that nature, but even amongst the state governors, there's this lapse. What are your thoughts on that? And what do you think the president can do as the national leader to say, look, we have to be on the same page?
Yeah, I think it was really a very messy one. You know, the governor of Benue saying one thing, governor of Plateau saying another thing, governor of Nasarawa, you know, in terms of one saying harbored here, one saying is IDP camps in my place. That was on. But I would agree with you that the president needs to probably bring them, they need to be on the same page in terms of the right intelligence they get. Because the governor sitting from his position, the intel he's getting, maybe that's why he was thinking that these people are coming in from your state into our state. Then the governor of Nasarawa State is saying, no, these people that we have here, what we have is even IDP camps there that we're helping over people coming from Benue into this. The governor of Jos is saying, no, this is not what you do. So I think, yes, there should be in terms of them coming together, because they're all within one region, you understand, to speak with one voice. I think that is very key. On that one, I would really agree. They need to really come together because it's not just an isolated problem. It's just like they say, when the rain falls, it doesn't fall only on your house. It really sprinkles everywhere. So they need to come together and really come out with exactly what the issues are. It's not the issue of blame game. But you can understand in a crisis situation, everybody is trying as much as possible to stop this situation, which is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Well, it's a fine place to live it. We have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. Salisu Mohammed is a member of the All Progressives Congress.